That is crazy. Wow. Wow. Look at this.
Ah, success.
Look at the backside. Woohoo! Nice little window. You have Mount Blaine, Mount Catherine. Yeah, this is actually really cool. It's actually superseded what I thought this place was going to be like. Actually, you have to come check it out for yourselves. So many.
These caves don't stop, eh? You know.
How's it going, people? Today we are in the back of Mount Perry Conservation Area and we're at Australian Flag Rock. So this track here is going to take us up into the nature reserve and we're going to look for some caves that are, shout out to Gel Builder. He found these on his expedition trying to find the eastern summit route to get up Mount Perry. So I've already climbed Mount Perry from the west and it is much easier than the Lantana hellhole that he tried to go from this way. However, today's mission is to try and find some caves that were about 3/4 along the track that he found on the way. So shouldn't be too Lantana to get to them at least. So yeah, really seen. Come check them out, see how we go. I did want to do an expedition on the other side of the road as well, up Rifle Ridge. It's supposed to be a nature refuge, but we've got a section of private property right before the road where that boundary is, which is really annoying. We've kind of blocked it off with signs saying, you know, don't come in. So we'll do this cave adventure first. A little bit steep here, but don't know how well used this is. It's a bit of a 4-drive track coming up here, and they've cut the chain out, so they obviously 4-drive right in. And from Gel's video, you hit a little trinket behind here, but I'm pretty sure it is long gone. I don't know if we're going up the ridge on the spur here or actually following this road. I think we're following the road. We go back up on the ridge anyway, which made sense. So we should have just walked up there. Oh well, we didn't realise. I thought it was might have run along the edge and then slowly cut up. So, if you don't know where Mount Perry is, we are pretty much south of Ipswich, west of Jimboomba, and east of Peak Crossing. So, right in the midst of that. This is the Flinders Peak, Gulman, whatever, conservation area. Like, she's steep going this way. I should have went all up there for sure. We're going back that way. It's about 4.5 k's per turn to get to these caves roughly. And beautiful blue sky, winter's day, no clouds. It's about, I don't know, 23 degrees. So not too bad. Look how steep this got here. Holy shit. That was a mistake and a half. People probably definitely want to test their 4 drives up this one. This hill here, the first bit of the spur, I swear it's steeper than Mount Perry itself. I've got a viewpoint already. How cool is this? I'm not even coming for this. Through there and through there. Looks like there's on top of the hill of the, whatever it is, the, I forgot, Rifle Ridge. Looks like there's a phone tower coming up there. Maybe not phone tower, but some sort of UHF tower. Alright, we're up the bulk of it. Hopefully it'll stay pretty flattish from this point on. Might have to dip down a little bit into the cave area, but yeah, it's a workout right there and then, straight into it. Straight up from the get-go, no warm up with that. These are probably fire ants or meat ants. You don't want them on us. These are pretty sick. Wow. Pretty sure it's the backside of Mount Perry, or Mount Elliot actually. Yeah, it's Mount Elliot. Wild. Climbed all these peaks in here, check out the other videos. They're well worth it, less explored. Elliott's definitely one that should be done, that isn't done much. Just found a view of Brisbane City, tucked in between the trees there. It's pretty random. Really didn't expect that at all. Very cool. Well, this ridge track is not marked on my map. It's not on Gaia. Pretty sure it's not on Google, but hey, it's probably an old farm road along the ridge, and this property was bought back and made into a conservation area. That seems to be my guess with this places have a lot of these type of things. So yeah, it's a win for us. So I'm going to dip around past another 2 knolls and then we're going to be there. So making good time now. It is fairly fast. We're already nearly 1/4 of the way. Well, besides the steep bit at the start, which I probably could have avoided by going up the ridge line or the spur, this part of the walk is actually pretty nice. It's got a lot of blocked partial views, but it's shady and you still can see a lot of cool stuff, like, yeah, Mount Gorman, I'm pretty sure there. So, and all the other plugs on the other side. It's very nice. I don't know why they don't advertise this walk and actually put the trail on a map. The wind picked up severely, eh? I'm a bit worried this tree's actually going to snap off because it's that windy. But hey, it's not hot because it's perfect right now. Alright, so the track's pushed up against this barbed wire fence. A little bit of lantana patches here, but the track's still discernible. So, surprised this track is here and who's using it that much, because it doesn't really go anywhere. It's turned from a full drive track into a narrow motorbike track. I mean, I'm grateful. We wouldn't be doing this if it was a full bash. Alright, so this track is going off the knoll down a little bit of the saddle here. We'd be getting close to our goal. Bullshit here. I don't know why the bulls are on the wrong side of the fence, but they're getting here apparently. Ah, the culprits. Hello. 7 of you bastards. Thought there could be a good view rolling off the edge there. So we're pretty close. We've got a bit of a knoll just here. And we push off to our left. So we get a bit of a rock side to the knoll where the caves are. So yeah. Not sure if we're going to get a vantage point off the knoll facing north, but Gel did give me his track and shows he walked in a little circle up there. Whether he got a vantage point, who knows. We'll have a quick look. It's not much of a detour. Oh, here's the knoll. You can see why he would have walked up. It looks like you could get maybe a view, so let's entertain it. Just a little bit off track from the track that's still there. Well, as you get up here, you got this little wall. It's pretty random. It's like someone's almost built it. Military style little wall. Little rock outcrop down here too. It's a little bit. It's kind of cool. There will be a view. Let's go here first. Huh. Yeah, it's a little block, but had potential. Is this a dry waterfall? Maybe. This water just drops off, eh? It's weird. Yeah. That was kind of worth a random detour. Let's go up the end of this rock now. Big ass termite mound. There's a bit of a view off here. Pretty cool, pretty random. Wow, look at that. Nice little window. It's probably looking back towards Flagstone. Nice. Alright, we'll go walking the other bit, it's probably going to be the same view. Look at the little peaks propping out. Boom, boom, boom. That's Gorman. So, you have Mount Blaine, Mount Catherine. Can't see Flinders Peak from here, but that is all wicked. The pear cactus, definitely in dry country. Well, that's the end of that little walk. That was still interesting. You could just walk here from the start of the trailhead if you wanted to. Get this little vantage point and be happy. If you weren't interested in the cave, that just drops off, eh? Another fence over there. Oh wow. So we're supposed to be the conservation park's supposed to end, and then we get into, there must be another one, it might be the Flinders Conservation Area. It's probably what that fence is signifying. I don't know where the track went because I pushed back over to find the track and it seems to have fizzled to nothing. Seems like there's a little gate point down there. Looks like gel crossed up here, but so we're within 150 metres of the cave, so we're just going to try to follow. It's down there, obviously. The way this plateau curves a bit, just go up until here. Seems to be a gap in the fence anyway. Well, there's still a tractor line in here, but yes, we are in, well, I don't know actually, no, we're not, we're in this, Mount Perry's technically not in Flinders Gorman Conservation Estate, which is strange. Okay, where are these caves? We're actually down here, to the right. Okay, there's going to be, I can see now, a rock outcrop. For some reason I thought it was going to be the left of the side of this hill that we're on, but it's not. Cool. It's actually pretty easy to get here. Now these aren't massive caves, but Joel still found them and he was pretty proud, so I was in the area, I thought, well, let's go for an adventure. I think I can see the holes over here. I might climb on top of that in a minute, probably the same views we just had. Here we go. Oh wow. Holy shit. That is bigger than I remember it to be on his video. That's awesome. In fact, that's actually crazy. You can walk right down that. Holy shit. That's cool. Look at this. Wow. Oh. Just a fucking conglomerate of rock. That is crazy. Wow. I didn't realise it had a hole at the bottom at the other end. I thought it was just a one-sided cave, but this is actually a tunnel. Should have called it a tunnel, Jill. Someone's throwing a fucking beer can or Coke can up it, which is pretty sad. We'll take that. Ugh. Take the lines. Bastards, let me go. Release me, my chicken. Bring it on. Wow. Awesome. Well, we'll go down there and have a look at the bottom. We'll circle back around and go on top. And that's the mission. So maybe the motorcyclists know about it and come here. Because I don't think Joel bring a beer can. I've seen no one else do it, so. That's crazy. Yeah, popped out. This is actually really, really cool. it's actually superseded what I thought this place was going to be like. Actually, you have to come check it out for yourselves. Looks like a little trachyte rock in here. That's wicked. Let's climb in here. Wow. Definitely hidden caves, people. Wind must always be here to win the road, this I would say. Now it's quite polished as rock, so people have been getting in here, it looks like. Wow. Let's get some torchlight. I don't think we're going to see a lot, but no wild animals that ain't gonna eat me. That is cool. Look at the backside. Woohoo! Now, Jill apparently climbed from this right one, so maybe we'll try, but she's gnarly. Not a lot of handholds up there, but we'll see if we can get in. Wow. Much bigger than I thought. For some reason I thought it was going to be holes in the wall. Scat from something. Look at this, it's wicked. Now these caves don't stop, eh? There's another one there. Let's get up into this. This looks a bit easier. A little crack climbing the other one, but it's pretty vertical. Let's get into this one. Wow, look at this. This is crazy. Definitely do not expect to have this much stuff here. Huh. That is so cool. Wow. Hello, outside window. Now, if you're homeless, this is your home. Just gotta flatten off the ground a bit. Another little indentation. Not as big as the other ones, but still pretty cool to sit in there. Some creep around here. I think there might be one more, or that's just false illusion, that's it, yeah. I might actually do a full lap, go up the other end. I don't think I missed anything, but we went through the middle, we didn't quite go around the other side. It's so random. Oh, look at this. Ha ha ha. That's wicked. This might be a really good lookout one. I can't believe how many there are. Wow. That is amazing. There's still a bit of a... Is there another one up there? I think there is. Let's go this one first. And this is even probably the biggest, coolest one so far. It's not hollow, but it's big. I've taken photos in the small ones, thought they were cool. This is even better. What? Oh yeah. Almost echo. That is amazing. This is hidden paradise. Fuck yeah. That's so cool. Loving it. Ew. Come check it out, people. So it is secret peaks, secret caves near the peaks. Mate, there's enough caves here to house about 7 people. Your own cave, your own neighbour. That's pretty cool. Not as deep, but still deep enough to lay in if you had to. That's awesome. What an awesome find. Yeah. See if we can get one more. Alright, I think that's the end of the bit of rock. Look, who knows, there might even be a bit more of a rock section like this further up with even more, but I'm not going to bother really looking. Gel cut down into Bundamba Creek and had a lantana hellhole from this point, but we don't have to go down there because we've already done Perry from the easier side. Okay, so we're just going to cut up here, go back along the top, get a view from the top, and then yeah, we'll just lead back down. Look at the other end to make sure I didn't miss one. Ooh, kind of a weird little bit of rock over here. Let's go over here. I'm a bit curious now. This kind of ridge line, I don't know where it kind of just ends. I don't really know where it kind of doesn't really go anywhere. Looks like what the hell is this? Looks like it's been man-madely dug up, like a track going down or something. Interesting. I don't know if this track was here or what the deal with this is. This looks fairly fresh. Huh. Wow. Okay. I wonder if that tries to join to somewhere or what the deal is. Yeah, it fizzles out here. Well, I don't have a desire to go down there really. It's probably the end of the rock then. Let's go back. Alright, so yeah, loop back around, climb back up on this one of these bits of rock. There was one there too, but this is higher. We'll just go up the end of this. Like I said, pretty similar to the first one anyway, but still pretty cool to have a gaze. This is all the adventure, so you may as well explore all of it. Wow, actually this is the best viewpoint. This actually is better than the first one. Got a bit more of a clearer spot. That is grouse. Oh, so worth it. I'd say don't worry about the first one then, just come straight here. Get on top of this. Oh yeah, baby. That's amazing. So worth it. Oh, the breeze is delightful. Happy days. Back down to the conglomerate hole that is the cave. Wow. So yeah, we'll loop around that last little corner, but I don't think there's nothing there, but might as well jump out on this little edge. Jump out on the edge. Oh, geez. Now there's the other cave pretty much below us, which doesn't look easy to get into from here. Unless you're going to abseil it. Good luck with that. It's pretty crazy. I'm pretty happy. We missed one. Who cares? So I found about 6. Actually, let's kind of recount them. 1. I think there was 2 over there. This will be 3, 4, 5. I think 6, if I'm counting correctly. Ew. All right. This would be a sick sunset spot. Look at it. Straight behind these bad boys. I'm not going to wait that many hours, but well, it's not that long, but what time is it? It's about 2 hours. Yeah, it's 3:30. Yeah, 2 hours. I'm not going to wait 2 hours. If I'd have known, could have been planned for this. But anyway, you guys come and do it and tell me how good the sunset is. It'll be a wicked day, but barely any cloud. Just a bit of a shriek just coming then. All right, so I went back along the top, come back down for the side here. There is another hidden cave, there's little trees in front of it. And there's still a bit more rock, so I reckon we'll just keep having a look up there. We might find some more. Let's see how deep this one is. Oh, the vines are wrapping me up. Huh. Not bad. Whoever lives in these caves, they go out during the day. It's cool. The rock wall is beginning, so we're just going to see what we get up here. Here is a stump. That's very evident being cut. So the caves aren't secret because we've owned the land before. Mr. Farmer, you surely have seen them. I don't think Joe explored this end. He went straight down, got on his mission, got to Mount Perry, when he came back, he come back this side, but a bit lower in the creek line. It looks like that road is down there. So he may not have had time or bothered to look at this last bit. So we'll just see if we get anything extra. Looks like there could be one there actually. I don't know, we're gonna see. Aha, success. I was right, there's another one. This is deep. Holy shit. Whoo-wee! I'm gonna need a torch for this one. Interesting. It's not that dark, but yeah, definitely deeper. Holy hell. This is, the fuck, there was a bat in here. Hello. This is the deepest one out of all of them, with no exit hole. Where did the bat go? It's crazy, it's quiet in here, you can't even hear the wind. It's so, I don't know how, even though there's a gaping hole there, this corner sounds like silence. That's mind-blowing. Yeah. That's just a big moth on the bat. Thank God. It's disturbing. There's some scatter here. Wow. Alright, onwards to that first bit of rock we stood on. Now when I looked over the edge I couldn't see any caves, but down on the bottom side it's probably going to be a different story. Looks like there is definitely potential. Sure, there's a bit you can see back to the fence line here. Interesting. Sure, there's got to be something out here. Definitely indentations. The caves are starting. There. Let's see what we got up further. That's pretty cool. This could be a waterfall running off that. Looks like there is a high cave here and maybe a low cave. This is grouse. So much hiddenness. Now we're in the conservation park. I don't know, I mean, it's arguable what that other section is where someone's paddock, so be mindful of that. You do pass the fence line. Maybe you can get up this one. It's a very shallow cave, but look at that, there are little caves. I was right, there's a bigger one there. Couldn't see it from the top. Full hidden. Had a little go at that, but there's not really a lot of handholds. What are you going to slide off? Anyway, who cares? I'm here for adventure anyway. I have to climb every friggin' hole. Wow. This is grouse. This is the wall and wall of caves. So good. I don't know when the last person's been here, but the lantern doesn't look super snapped off. This is cool. I don't know if that's all we're going to get. So many, they're all starting to look the same now. You need to really come in for yourself to really understand how many there are. That's wicked. Down we go, there's another one there I can see, maybe even another one. The wall's longer than we think actually, I think. We're following the wall still. This part doesn't seem to have much now. So maybe when you're out on top and you look down, you see this slab. This is what you saw and you think, oh, there's no caves. There was at least 4 back at the start of this section. There's a log tree down here, so definitely walk through this. We're just gonna follow the wall to find a way back up obviously now. Maybe we still get lucky and find some more. Pretty big stump. Like that's probably 70 centimeters wide. It's gone right up against the rock face. That would have been pretty much hugging the whole side of the wall. Feels like we're pushing up now. That's not the end of it. That's it. Banks rolled back to the ridge line. Now, this is actually interesting because this ridge line's different to where we come up. So we come over on an angle. We must have been already down a bit into there. We're going to get off this now. Once we follow it for a little bit, and it curves off naturally. I don't know. We'll look at the map and figure it out. It's nice to walk up here, but it's no good if it goes in the wrong direction. Alright, no, that spur will just take us the wrong angle, which I thought. So we just got to cut back and find our original motorbike track and follow the fence line back down again. So a little bit off track here because we didn't come this exact route, but it's not too bad. Alright, so as you come back, you start to see the gully. You just naturally push it around, follow it. You can see it's where we come originally. This is the other ridge line. So it's going to be pretty obvious where to get to. So if you try and find this place, I suggest really pay attention to the way I've explained this on the video, because on satellite you won't even see that rock wall really. So it's not obvious on topographic lines at all. I wouldn't even expect anything to be here. I wouldn't even traverse this if it wasn't for Gel first discovering it. So yeah, it's just, it doesn't scream to you like, hey, something's here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll be back at our ridge track. So I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. It definitely was bigger and better than I thought, and took not a lot of time, but definitely took a little more time than I thought, because I thought it was going to be like 1 or 2 holes of war and pretty short and sweet, and end up being a little bit more to explore. So that was cool. Anyway, here's our tractor steer, almost on it. So now you know that, well, you could arguably go that end first, do the entire loop, cut up to that corner, go all the way along the bottom, and come over all the way back along the top. That'd be a bit more like practical in terms of a route. Now you know you should explore the other end of the wall as well. And of course climb on top to get that awesome viewpoint along the way, and climb through that middle cave because it's like a tunnel. So yeah, anyway, like, comment, subscribe, catch you on the next one, eh? Peace out.